Yo, 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 it's ODB from OLP. This is the next episode of OLP. I think we're on 381. This is going to be a quick one. I have promised shorter content in 2025 and beyond. And this is going to be a key one, whether you're going to this event or not. Please listen carefully because oftentimes some of these items apply to any event that you're at throughout the country. So I want to thank our title sponsor, Scrapin' the Coast, every June in Biloxi. Scrapin' with an I-N, thecoast.com for more information. We'll be out there in Biloxi in June. Come see us, OLP, but most importantly, get out to that awesome event and show them some love. So on this podcast episode, I did a short video for social media. This is going to be just a little bit longer, but not too long. I'm going to give you 10 things that you got to know about Lone Star Throwdown 2025, okay? So again, even if you're not going to this event, stick with me here just a few minutes. If you're on a podcast app, hey, thank you for listening. Please, if you can, also stream this content via our YouTube channel. You get a chance to see me live, well, not live, but live and direct, as Cypress Hill once said. So arguably the biggest and baddest truck show, although there are some cars. I think most of us know LST as a truck show. Cars are allowed, though. Keep that in mind. But I would argue the biggest and baddest truck show in the country. That's why people even come from other countries. You just would be amazed at who is hitting this event from around the world. Number 10, Lone Star Throwdown. Many of you know their event is annual, and it is every February. This year, it happens to fall February 21st. Through the 23rd of 2025 in Conroe, Texas at the Montgomery County Fairgrounds. This is a key thing. It's a central spot. West Coast comes out, East Coast, Northeast, Pacific Northwest. We're all headed towards the Third Coast, baby. Third Coast born, if you ask Lonnie and Radar from Texas. Love some Texas. Love some barbecue there. They've got it all. They've got In-N-Out Burger. They've got, what's the other one called? Whataburger, right? Matt Stone, that one's for you. But if you're on the road listening to this, get there safe. We're going to be at LST. We're leaving here within about a day, a little less than 24 hours from the time that I'm recording this. Number 9, anyone can enter via purchasing a Spectator armband during the days of the event. Okay, this is key. I know you're probably scratching your head going, yo, ODB, what do you mean? Well, here's the key thing. Anywhere that there's money, there's a scam, okay? So we have continued to see, not just with this event, but anyone holding an event. As an example, Eastbound Get Down. When these events are going on, you've got these online people that are creating these fake links that look like official links that can kind of make a custom URL to make it hit a fake website that they're going to try to steal your information. And what you want to know with LST is that you have to buy, if you don't have a registration that's going to give you 2 armbands, you're going to have to buy an armband to get into this event, right? You're going to go through the Spectator gate. You're going to spend $20. I believe it's cash only. They do have ATMs, a ton of ATMs there, but there's no online method to purchase that $20 band. So do not be scammed, okay? There's no extra deal and there's no extra discount to buy online, all right? Just do not click any of those links. If you want the official armband to be able to get into this event, wait till you're at the Montgomery County Fairgrounds and we'll see you there. Technically, Spectator hours on Friday and Saturday are 8 to 5 and Sunday is 8 to 3. So for $20, that armband is arguably, in my opinion, the best value in the truck scene because for $20, you're going to get to see over 2,000 vehicles. There is some indoor, there's plenty of outdoor, there's plenty of other things going on. It's an event you do not want to miss. Number 8, there's no after party or meetup that's sponsored by Lone Star Throwdown. Do not participate in any illegal activities. Yes, I'm ODB, and I said that. I approve this message, okay? I want to mention on their website, Lone Star Throwdown, they mention we, Lone Star Throwdown, do not condone street takeovers, parking lot meets, etc., that damage private property within our own community or other communities. When an individual registers for one of our events, there are certain rules a registrant and even vendors are to abide to by during the event. These rules are put in place to ensure the safety of attendees at the event. We at the event do not condone any behavior that puts the attendees at our event in danger or causes damage to property that the event is held at. With that being said, we will never condone or promote behavior that we don't allow at the event to happen, even outside the event. What does all that mean? Listen, there's no official after party, there's no meetup, there's no takeover. Do not, and if you hear of any of those, don't participate, right? Let the higher authorities know if you can, if you hear of that stuff, but hopefully, knock on wood, we will not see any of that. There's no reason to jeopardize this amazing event that so many of us flock to in Texas. Number 7, the official show map. So LST continues to raise the bar this year. On February 10th, they posted their official show map. Okay, this is the official map of 2025 Lone Star Throwdown. It's color-coded. So even if you're like me, you're a little slow sometimes, as long as you're not colorblind, you will be able to decipher said map. Okay, don't be the person. Don't show up and be like, where do I go? It is very simple, even if you've never been at this event before. Take a screenshot, or you can hit the little ribbon icon via Instagram and save it. That way, when you pull up, you or your significant other or the big homie, they can pull it up and go, yo, here's where we go. We turn here, we do this. Remember, ODB reinforced it, right? Via the podcast. Number 6, the official show merchandise. Similar to armbands, 2025 official show merchandise can be found only at, you guessed it, Lone Star Throwdown. Upon entering the spectator entrance, you're going to kind of walk around to the right and kind of follow the road around. Typically, Extensive is there. And you're going to go past that area, and there's a huge covered area, right? I know Relaxed Atmosphere, I think, typically parks in that area if you're familiar with that awesome club. The official show merchandise can be found at, it almost looks like a ticket vendor window right there. The line can get super long, and the stuff sells out quick. So if you're going to be at the event, try to go early Friday to get your gear. They've got a ton of stuff, banners, hats, stickers, of course, shirts, and I believe hoodies and things like that. If you're not going to be there, Venmo or Zelle or PayPal or whatever you do, Apple Pay it, the funds to the big homies or the big sisters, and have them get your gear, because, again, it does sell out quick. And I tell you, they have some of the best gear in the country as far as show merchandise. Number 5, vendors, including one of my favorite, the food vendors. There are numerous vendors on site, okay, as I mentioned, including food vendors. Bring cash, as the internet can be sporadic at times. Although LST does have a solution for that, for many of the vendors, they have an option that they can kind of utilize if they need to. But just in the event that you're really hungry or you really have to have some OLP merch, bring some cash, especially to get in, maybe for that LST merch. That helps, because just in the event that the internet is slowed down to a crawl, you'll be able to quickly pay and move on and do the things you want to do during LST weekend. Number 4, okay, this is one of my favorite ones. It's not Texas without some barbecue. And I've had some barbecue at the event. Some of the big homies from the other clubs always look out and they go, yo, ODB, get some of this BBQ, all right? I love that barbecue pits are allowed. The one rule, though, everyone, is you must have a fire extinguisher, okay? Fear not. If you're like, yo, we're coming in as spectators, I can't bring a barbecue pit in, that's fine. That's why there are a ton of food vendors. And the food, in my opinion, is better than like even the state fairs and things like that. So if you're bringing a BBQ pit, remember ODB reminded you, bring a fire extinguisher. Number 3, if for some reason your plans have fallen through, or you can't make this event for whatever reason, just know that OLP has your back. On Instagram we're going to be posting with the hashtag Lone Star Throwdown and LST 2025. If you can turn on post notifications via Instagram, you can kind of tap on our profile and turn those on. You'll be notified when we make a new post. On Facebook, I believe you can click to show more of that content from OLP, your mini trucking headquarters. I'm going to be bringing you everything from mini trucks to hot rods to, of course, it's not Texas without a full size. OBS, new body style, you name it, we're covering it. So make sure you tap on the hashtag LST2025 and turn on those post notifications. Number 2, according to weather.com, it is going to be a cold one. Now, remember, folks, this is not always a bad thing. I'm from Florida where it's always hot. The last couple years at LST have been very, very warm, all right? Sunblock like crazy on ODB, but not this year, I do not believe. Because, again, according to the weather folks out there, it's going to be freezing. It's going to be, I think, in the 40s. All I'm saying is bring a jacket, pack some stuff, some hand warmers, whatever you guys do. I'm from Florida, so I don't know anything about that stuff, but I'm going to learn. Come on out, rain or shine. We always want it to be shine, but whether it's hot or cold, the show goes on no matter what. You're going to have a blast. If you're wondering who you can come hang out with OLP. Our booth is always open. It's going to be awesome. Number 1, this is one of my favorite ones, and that's why I had to save it for number 1, so give me a drum roll. But I'm also going to have a couple bonus ones, including some big news from OLP. Number 1 is you will see this message that I believe was created by LST, and they have kind of licensed it out, if you will, to a certain extent to other shows to use for free. But there's going to be banners around this event that reinforce somewhere around this show, there is a little kid that wants to be just like you someday. You owe it to them to be the best you can be. And again, as ODB, I certainly approve that message. Do not act a fool. Do not do anything crazy. Do not do anything, yes, I'm going to say this, illegal, okay? Not that we've ever seen that kind of stuff go down, but I will tell you, there's plenty of the amazing rangers and police officers from the great state of Texas. Heck, they even present an award, those amazing Field Built Awards. They present one. They are good people. They're out there making sure, as I reinforced earlier, that this event is safe for everyone, and do not act a fool. If you've got a friend or family member or someone that's had a little too much to drink and they can't drive home, look out for them, okay? If you've got a buddy that maybe has a little too much in them or whatever the case is, look out for the person. You know, if they're starting to get a little crazy, be like, yo, everything is good, right? Let's hope Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Thursday with vendors that it's a safe weekend. That's the number 1 thing. We want LST to stick around for a long time, and we know that it will. Okay, here's the last couple bonuses. The first bonus is Brian Jendro, the legend, who has been in business, I think, since technically 1986, will be joining OLP in our booth as an exclusive individual that's going to be there, not only talking, shaking hands, but he's also going to have some new merch of his own, as he should, being a triple OG in this scene. Brian Jendro, the legend of Chop Shop fame and so much more. Such a great guy. We've had him on the podcast, and we were beyond excited to be able to team up with him. So come by, pick up some of his new stickers, some of his new shirts. What an amazing dude and a true OG out there. But come to the OLP booth. If you've got a magazine that you want him to sign, maybe something he's worked on, maybe his personal vehicle, if you will, the old Mini Truckin' first NC, negative camber truck on the cover of Mini Truckin', bring it. I'm sure, Brian, as long as you buy a shirt, he said, just kidding, he will sign it for you. So come on out and have a good time with us. I think in closing, I want to reinforce that Aftermath is having their 25th anniversary deal at Lone Star Throwdown. I think that is so cool. And that's important because if you think about, like, RA had their 30th there, and so many shows, I think even NC, you know, they were able to do their big stuff there at this event. Everything's bigger in Texas, especially the venue, and it allows for that, which is amazing, okay? I want to thank Garage Gear Clothing. They're going to be at the event, a stone's throw, maybe I'll say a tennis ball's throw, from the official LST merch. Their booth is amazing. They've got stickers and all kinds of stuff. Go see them. Let them know that OLP sent you. We also have Hammered Weekend Wear. They're going to be right by us at OLP. Go show them some love. They got the new Steel Flame and more, but you got to go by the Hammered Weekend booth there. Big shout out to Lone Star Throwdown for the continued support of this podcast. We love those guys, and we can't wait to see them at this event, LST. And then, oh, by the way, we're going to see them at Mini Nats in Maggie Valley towards the end of April. It's going to be amazing. And we'll see them throughout the rest of the year, which is fantastic, as we will with Hammered Weekend Wear. With that being said, I want to thank our title sponsor, Scraping the Coast. Every June in Biloxi, arguably the biggest and baddest. Oh, by the way, don't forget, Scraping the Coast is also in the Mini Truck Hall of Fame. Rest in peace to our good friend and big homie, Greg Miller. I'm sure I forgot something. If you can subscribe to our YouTube channel, I really appreciate it. Much love to everybody out there. I know I've been a little cryptic lately. There's going to be more to come, and I'm surviving, y'all. Stay on the rise. We out here. Peace.